Hey, my name is Leslie, your melanin yogini, and my baby just turned 1 year old this week. And I wanted to hop on here and let you know a few things that I've learned about babies. So this was completely an experiment for me. I did a teensy bit of research, but other than that, I just let whatever came natural to me happen. First, supplies. I did not need a crib. I did not need a crib. I did not need a bassinet. I have a crib that has barely been used. It's been used less than 10 times. That was a complete waste of space and resource. I could have used those funds to potentially get more diapers. So I don't recommend if you're having a baby or even in trying to support someone gift wise. I would recommend something else. So for me, what I do as far as baby, he sleeps with me. I did in the beginning have a bed bassinet that my friend, that came in handy. And that sound or those views that you see, these are breast pumps. These came in handy. I had 3 different ones. 2 were gifted, and I know that sounds a little but I boiled them, I disinfected them. And one was bought just for comfort measures. These are portable breast pumps. You can find them around $20-30. And what else? So I didn't need a lot of clothes. All babies are slightly different, but my baby did not need a lot of clothes. You could literally wear the same 5 outfits in the week, go to the wash, bring it back. One thing that did come in handy as far as clothing was I had a dorm room washing machine put in my house. I live in a somewhat tiny house, and there isn't a space for a real size machine. So I had this 3 feet by 1 feet tiny machine that I used in the first 3 months. That way I didn't have to haul my butt to the laundromat, and that's what I used. That came in handy. And then what else? There's so much I want to say, and I did want to write a script, but I figured allow myself to just naturally speak to you so you can hear my errors, my oopsies, my ahs, and all the things. As far as sheets and burp cloths, I had somewhat of the minimal of all those things. I had 5 or 6 sheets. I had a 24 pack of burp cloths. I had 2 24 packs actually. But I didn't use more than 10 a week, if that. Now that baby's 1 and older, I use it to wipe his mouth as I feed him to keep him clean. But otherwise, I feel like I used the minimal material. I had a lot of carriers that were gifted to me. I had a lot of slings. They came in handy here and there, but they weren't needed. The carriers that did come in handy was those book bag strap ones. The sling fabric, I just didn't have the patience for, but I had a few of those. I also had a sling that was like a side bag. Baby did not like that. So babies are interesting. Sometimes they won't like something. Sometimes something will fall on your shoulders a certain way, or you may not have the patience for certain things. All in all, if you get one or you make one, give yourself grace, take your time, and just play. Be free and give yourself so much ease with hiccups. Hiccups are going to happen. So just roll with them. Ride the surfboard. Main thing that I did learn about myself is to ask for help and to not be afraid to ask for help. If people cannot help, they will say no. I had to learn over and over to delegate, to ask, and to stop trying to suffer or trying to superwoman everything with just me. I asked people on Instagram. I asked strangers sometimes. I asked my friends, and I learned. That's how I learned. I could have asked YouTube. I did some YouTubing, but I kind of needed that feel, that people, that human touch, that what do you think? And I have friends on all age groups, from their 60s all the way down to the teenage years. So I had a variety of people to ask. I would say my teenager friend has a lot of siblings, so they can tell me a lot of things on what's the norm or what isn't the norm. My oldest friend could tell me okay, here's how you can direct the energy or redirect the baby and things of that nature. Advice was interesting. First and foremost, listen to yourself. When you do get advice, discern, decide, oh, is this really for me? Do I really need this information? I would say most of the time, I went like had a 50-50 split. So some things I completely threw away, and some things like I took on and they worked for me. So depending on your lifestyle and your position, as far as like if you're working, not working, if you have some time at home or you don't have time at home, like those little semantics and things will change the way that you parent. The main thing is to trust yourself and let yourself be helped if you need it. And don't be afraid to need help. That was the biggest lesson for me. So that's it. This is a short clip on what I learned in a year. I'm gonna find my way into writing down some real directives so I can maybe help someone out there that's like me, a millennial with a baby. Thank you for listening. My name is Leslie. I'm your melanin yogini. Have a good one.